Once again, the What It Takes Radio Company has a blast from the past, and it's part of our interesting ideas. And here we go. I actually did this. I made a personal podcast video just for two friends so that they could then share it with others. And here's what it's about. You see, I gave them 7 more good reasons why they and everybody they know should learn how to be a podcast broadcaster. Hello, Michael and Linda. This is a video for you and perhaps to share with others in terms of telling them and helping them to discover whether they should get involved in podcasting. So it's for you and for you to share. I may just also show it to a few others from time to time. Here's very simply what I want to do. Let me tell you quickly 7 reasons you should consider being a podcaster, a iPod radio broadcaster, getting involved in that. Number 1, fundamental lesson today: dead tree marketing is dead. Dead tree marketing is dead. Now, except for a few people who run some ads that work so they can buy a commodity product at the supermarket, most of our advertising, which is in a magazine, in a paper, in folder, on a very expensive brochure, that's a dead tree. An expensive dead tree may be a pretty personal and appealing dead tree, but it's a dead tree, and it doesn't work very well anymore. So that's one of the reasons you need to consider podcasting, is because your traditional marketing venues and ways and things to do don't work very well, if they work at all. I tell the story where one guy came to me after a seminar, and he said, "I wish I had had this seminar a long time ago." He said, last year I invested $40,000 in advertising in a magazine, high-class quality magazine. $40,000, 12 issues, not one phone call. Dead tree marketing is dead. And part of the reason is because if it's important, it needs to be heard. So vital. In fact, the thing that really gets us into action, the part of the brain that is more motivated to act, is one that responds to sound and to the things that come to us that way. And more people are finding it difficult to read because many of them just simply haven't been taught to read, and it's not what they do anymore. Number 3. It is in a podcast or in a video that you can actually communicate, unlike that dead tree, energy, personality, that there is something that is expressive. And it's not just hey, here's information. When you do a podcast, you're doing far more than information. You may even be doing energy, personality, and even entertaining. And you have to remember today, people expect to be entertained. I've often said good marketing makes people smile. And it is something that they can sense in a multi-management media experience. And so podcasting is a way to really get going on doing that kind of work. Here's one of the most fundamental ones. Don't describe what you do. And most sales pitches describe what you do. This is my company, this is what I do, and here's a testimonial or two. Don't describe what you do. Demonstrate how good you are. Demonstrate how good you are at what you do. Show them. Don't just describe it. Don't just tell them. Show them. And the podcasting is an ideal way for you to demonstrate energy, personality, connection, engagement, as well as the fact that maybe you've got a little bit of wisdom, insight, and truth, that could be helpful and profitable. Also, remember, AIDDA. Unfortunately, most people who've had sales training have been subject to malpractice because the AIDDA formula is vital to all selling and marketing today. And that's what you can more easily do with the podcast performance. What is AIDA? Well, we'll teach you, but I'll just get you started. Attention, interest, desire, the deal, decision, action. Unless you understand that media formula, which all good broadcasters and all good media marketers know and use today, you're going to be at a severe disadvantage. But you will learn as a podcaster what AIDA is all about, and you'll even get very good at using it. And you will discover that one of the best things to do an AIDA is storytelling. Let me tell you a significant truth. The only effective communication is storytelling. That's right. If you want to affect behavior, you tell stories. But you see, I said tell stories. Just don't have them read a story. Have them hear the story. A friend of mine wrote a book, which is true. Teach and Grow Rich. Now, obviously, that was a takeoff on that classic book, Think and Grow Rich. But he said, no, in today's environment, tell people something they don't know. Teach them. Help them better understand. Display things to them, that wisdom, insight, and truth. So teach and grow rich. And through storytelling, interviewing, sharing, you can teach people in a very effective way, in conversation, in discussion, by using the podcast. Number 7, your mind will grow. Now, I can tell you, one of the reasons I come up with more ideas than ever, as my wife has said, Stan, if we had $1 for every one of your ideas, we'd be millionaires. Well, of course, not all of them were that good, and not all of them were ever put into practice. But I always discovered the fact that I was always looking forward to the next radio show, the next program, the next performance. Your mind, everything you see and experience, you begin to say, would that be a good idea for a program? How would I tell people about that? When you had 3 hours you had to fill every day with engaging and helpful and useful and maybe a funny conversation, your mind grows. That's why you should become a podcaster, even if you never even put one podcast out there. The mere fact that you're taking 10, 15, 20 minutes every day or every week and thinking about it to express yourself, your mind grows. Alzheimer's will be pushed back. Memory loss will be pushed back. In fact, there will be more energy and vitality in your mind, body, and spirit because every day you have to be ready to be in front of the microphone and speaking to the camera. My name is Stan. You can reach me at stanhouston@gmail.com or, contact Michael and Linda because we're working together on this. And you can then go forward and learn how that as you are seeking to make your mark in the future, podcasting should be one of the things you seek to develop and become quite good at in 2021. I'm Stan, the spokesman, and hoping that 2021 will be better than this year, and let's try to do everything we can to make it so. All the best, and bye for now.